So we just got some new information that could suggest that Xbox is planning to do their own version of a Nintendo Direct this month. Could Xbox be turning the ship around? Let's talk about it. Welcome back to the channel, everyone. That guy right here, and I wanted to do a quick little video to discuss some of the tweets, teases, and information that have recently dropped that could suggest that Microsoft is planning to do their own version of a Nintendo Direct. Obviously, as you guys know, Nintendo has their own little, news thing that they do every once in a while to highlight some of the new and upcoming games that they have releasing, which is called the Nintendo Direct. Sony has theirs, it's called State of Play, and Xbox apparently has their own coming out, which is going to be called, according to GameSpot, Developer Direct. Now, I'm going to pull up this article that they recently just dropped that gives us just a little bit of insight to this news related thing that Xbox is going to be doing, the showcase, I should say. I just want to take a moment to say, Developer Direct? Really? Look, I'm not here to judge, okay? I'm not here to judge. Nintendo has Nintendo Direct, and I think that they were the ones that really started it. So it's okay if they're not necessarily that original. Nintendo Direct, yeah, I think that still works, right? Sony came out and Sony started doing theirs, which they then dubbed the State of Play, which again, I like it. Rolls off the tongue, makes sense. But Developer Direct? I don't know, man. I don't know. I feel like Xbox could have come up with something cooler. But then again, I'm expecting Xbox to come up with a cool name when they didn't really change the name of their new Xbox, what was it, Xbox One X to Xbox Series X? You're really not pulling any hairs coming up with these names. So getting back on track, the point of this video is not to make fun of Xbox. No, it's actually to praise Xbox, because if this is actually happening and this gets announced, which apparently is being teased as later this week, that announcement is going to be made probably about this showcase that they're going to be doing. This is massive, and I think Xbox deserves some kudos if this actually all turns out to be 100%. So this all started today with a tweet. I was on Twitter doing my thing, scrolling away, and I came across this tweet by Aaron Greenberg that pretty much highlights his excitement for this week. And Aaron Greenberg comes out and says, this should be a fun week. Excited for the days to progress. So I'm assuming sometime later of this week, we should be getting new information about whatever it is that the people at Xbox are excited to talk about. Then we get an article that GameSpot posts earlier today that says Xbox Games Showcase coming January 2025, but no Starfield report. So basically, this is saying that January 25th, we should be getting a Xbox Showcase, a Nintendo Direct style Xbox Showcase, which should be highlighting some of their new releases, maybe new information, gameplay details, you name it, about some of the games that they're most excited about. I'm assuming that based on this image that GameSpot posted, if we go and read this article, I'm sure it will illustrate that the focus of this Direct will be on Redfall. They stated right off the jump that there will be no Starfield information, which I think is incredibly disappointing. If this is your first Developer Direct, your first Nintendo style Direct that you're doing to highlight some of the games that you're most excited about coming out, I'm not going to get on this soapbox, but I think that Starfield, should be the one that you are most excited about. That's just my opinion. That should be the one that you are definitely highlighting. However, just like Sony has done, just like Nintendo has done, this doesn't have to be a one-off thing. It could be a Developer Direct here, and we could receive another Developer Direct. We could receive another one in March. So there really is no limit to how many they can do. They can do them whenever they feel like they have enough information that they want to share. So, with the fact that Starfield is still slated to come out in the first half, this could highlight the fact of something else and tease the release date of Redfall, and the fact that this game is probably going to release for Starfield. They're both teased for the first half of 2023, but obviously they can't come out at the same time. So I'm assuming if they're focusing the Direct on this one, then they want to get eyes on Redfall first, and then maybe come February, March, whatever, maybe we'll get a Direct for Starfield that says June. My estimate is June, because again, these two games, I would assume they want them to do well. I'd be very surprised if they release these games right next to each other within the same month. So I'm assuming this one might be April, and I could see Starfield being June. But let's go ahead and read the article. So it says Xbox could be gearing up to host its own Nintendo-style showcase called Developer Direct. Xbox fans might not have to wait too long to see what's on the horizon, as Microsoft is apparently looking to kick off its 2023 marketing cycle with a fresh showcase of games. According to sources at Windows Central, Microsoft will host a Developer Direct showcase on January 25th, a live stream of game reveals and updates similar to Nintendo's Direct shows and Sony's State of Play events. Arcane's upcoming co-op vampire hunting game Redfall is set to be in the spotlight, while Minecraft Legends, Forza Motorsport, and ZeniMax Online Studios content will also be featured. This won't be a major live stream such as Microsoft's previous E3 showcases, but the idea behind Developer Direct is said to be a more intimate and transparent look at the exclusive games coming to Xbox consoles and PC. So yeah, you really don't need an explanation of this. If you've seen Nintendo Directs, you've seen Sony State of Play, those showcases are literally meant to highlight the games that they feel like they have the most information about, or new games that they're ready to talk about, tease, and highlight. So it's really just an opportunity for Xbox to do the same thing. I think it's surprising that up till now we haven't really seen Xbox do something like this. So I think it's great that they're finally getting on board and having their own State of Play kind of showcase. But yeah, it's cool. And I think this one is going to be highlighted and focused on probably some minor games, as previously mentioned, Forza Motorsport, Minecraft Legends, and then a big portion of it will likely be on Redfall. I don't expect this to be any more than 30 minutes to an hour, you know, as the ones that we've seen from Nintendo and Sony typically aren't that long. And then obviously you see the tweet that Aaron Greenberg had just posted today talking about this should be a fun week, excited for the days to progress. Definitely some interesting stuff to look forward to. The article then finishes and says, curiously, Bethesda Starfield won't be included in the first edition of Developer Direct, with the report claiming that Microsoft will instead be the focus of a dedicated and bigger showcase. So far, Microsoft has confirmed that Redfall and Starfield will launch in the first half of 2023, with Redfall rumored to be releasing in late May. Both of Microsoft's heavy hitters will adopt a higher $70 price tag when they launch, although both games will be available as a day one Game Pass releases. I still don't know how that works. A game that's $70 releasing on Game Pass, I can't imagine that that's beneficial for the developer, like, as they would most likely want to get paid for that game. The Xbox and Bethesda Game Showcase had plenty to show off back in June 2022, with many of the games from that live stream having a tentative 2023 release date, with titles such as Pentiment and Overwatch 2 having been released on Xbox already. The other big announcements included Diablo 4, Hollow Knight Silksong, and Hideo Kojima's mystery game Teased as a partnership with Microsoft. And that's just about it for this article. You know, they then go on to talk about some other minor stuff, but really the main thing that I wanted to highlight was Aaron Greenberg's tweet and the fact that, yes, a Developer Direct centered around Xbox games, specifically centered around Redfall for this first one, will be apparently dropping on January 25th. Now, obviously, this is all speculation. Say what you will about GameSpot. I would assume that they have a trustworthy source, which is why they're putting this article out there, then tying that in at the bottom with Aaron Greenberg's tweet. That only continues to facilitate the idea that, okay, this is probably what they're going to announce my estimate would be come Wednesday or Thursday. We'll probably get an announcement, an official thing about this, about their Developer Direct. But it's exciting. I am a little bummed that Starfield isn't going to be even mentioned in this Developer Direct at all. I think that's a big mistake and an opportunity that is missed. But again, if this is the game that they're trying to push out first, I guess it does make sense that they're going to focus on this one, wait a little bit, you know, maybe a bigger showcase or just a different opportunity in general, and then focus on Starfield. Starfield is still slated to come out in the first half of 2023, but if this report is correct and Redfield, I don't know why it says Redfield, Redfall, right? I'm pretty sure it's Redfall. So I think they got a typo here because it says Redfield, but I don't know if they're talking about Redfall or Starfield. Maybe they're having fun with it and calling it Redfield because both these games are rumored to come out around the same time. I don't know. Either way, it doesn't matter. These games are supposed to come out around the same time, late May, June. If this game really, if Redfall is really coming out in late May, then it makes me wonder, when the heck is Starfield coming out? Late June, mid-June? Either way, it's really close for these games to be releasing together. Obviously, they're not really connected, but yeah, you don't want to. I just can't imagine you want to put two $70 games from the same, you know, same kind of branch, being both Xbox games together at the same time. I mean, I feel like that one would hurt the other, right? I don't know, but let me know what you guys think in the comment section below. Are you excited about Redfall? Are you excited about this announcement that is apparently going to be made, or the fact that they're going to have a Nintendo style direct exclusively for Xbox? I'm actually kind of excited about that. I really enjoy the state of plays that Sony does. Really enjoy the Nintendo Directs. I think it gives a very intimate kind of close up at some of the games that they are planning on releasing. And they're usually pretty short because they don't have to be 3 hours long. You know, they can just pop on a live stream and say, hey, this is what we got coming out, and release dates or whatever. And all right, we'll see you guys later. I think that's kind of the future where gaming announcements are going outside of like E3. But yeah, it's exciting stuff. I'm looking forward to it. I think we got to give kudos to Xbox. You know, it seems that they do have a plan. I think people are just kind of eager to hear what that plan is and what big games they have and when these games are coming out in 2023. Do I have a reason to pick up my Xbox again? That's a good question. But all of those answers should be provided sometime later this week. So I'm looking forward to it. If you enjoy these news style videos, do me a favor, drop a like on this video. It greatly helps out the channel. It's easy to do, free to do, and subscribe if you haven't already. We got news, walkthroughs. I'm currently playing God of War Ragnarok right now, and we've got news videos dropping all the time. Trying to keep you up to date with the news you need to know. As always, guys, my name is That Guy Rye. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.